Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and so this one is just talking about, I know there's a lot of videos just talking about how to get money, how to make money, what you need to do. So this is my advice for the youngers coming up, or anyone who's kind of struggling. This is just stuff I would say to do. So first of all, if you're living at home with your parents, stay at home. If your parents are asking you for peas, do not tell them how much you're actually earning. Do not do it. It's none of their business. It's not up to you to pay for the household. Now, I am not saying don't contribute, but to be spending half your wage on rent that's not theirs, because they don't own the house, it's madness. Now, if your parents have a mortgage and everything like that, one, I don't expect them to be asking you for peas like that. But two, it's a bit different because it's going to the house that eventually I'm sure is going to go to you. Also, you should sit down and have a conversation and be like, I don't think it's smart me contributing to all these bills when I want to break the cycle and get my own house one day. I know there's all this debate about should you rent, should you not, should you buy a house, should you not buy a house. What I would say to that is I always feel like it's better to own something than to not own something, me personally, because I know people saying buying a house is just sitting there cool. You can buy the house, you get into any financial difficulty, that house is equity. That house you can sell, you can rent it out. That's what I feel anyway. So yeah, if you have that conversation with your parents, I'm sure they would, 9 times out of 10, I don't see them turn around and be like, nah, you have to pay. That's ridiculous, because say you got kids, you want your kids to do better than what you did when you was you. Now, if you're living at the yard, you're making money, your parents can see you got a job, obviously, paying for your own food is a given, so that's what I mean, I'm not saying don't contribute to the yard, but you need to be making smart financial decisions for your future. So I think I need to sneeze. Yeah, so smart financial decisions for your future, i.e., you need to start money managing. Partying every week, you can do if you are financially able. What I mean by that, if you're getting paid monthly and it's under $2,000, I wouldn't recommend it, especially now because the way that the climate is. Entry fees, drinks every night, all this stuff is very expensive. So if I was you personally, you can party maybe once a month. Now, again, it's up to you, but if you want to be financially free and all these things there, sacrifices have to be made. Now, living at home with your parents is the best option, because you will have to pay less for practically everything. So everything you make at work, you need to be saving. So if you're taking home, I would say you need to be saving at least 80% of your pocket. And it's easier to do if you're living at home. If you're not living at home, live beneath your means. So either live with a good mate live with a good mate that you trust, or live in a oh no, I think the battery's gonna die. Yeah, live with a good mate that you can trust, or live in like a shared kind of accommodation where the bills are minimum. Now, your job, you need a job where there's always overtime, or there's a job where there's opportunities to make a bit extra paper, but it's not a type of job that's going to take over your life. Something like a McDonald's, something like a warehousing is fantastic. You get yourself a warehouse job, you could make easily £1,000 in a week with some of these warehouse jobs. With the overtime, it's crazy. If you stick to this sort of plan, within 6 months, easy, you can make some. Yeah. So easily in a week, you can make dough, and then with that dough, you invest it. Now, things you can invest in, obviously you got the stocks and everything, but you need something that's going to give you residual income. So stuff like Shopify, making a brand, even Amazon's very good. You can make products on Amazon and sell them on Amazon. I'm not talking about drop shipping on Amazon. I'm talking about you can make ebooks and you can sell them, which I do. I will, in fact, in this video, I will drop the link, and also I'll show you a lady on YouTube who shows you how to make money online. Very good, legit. Now everything works, but everything she says is tailored to specific people, if that makes sense. So if something doesn't work that she shows you, there's another video that will really work for you. So stuff like that. Also, make a YouTube channel. YouTube, it will take time, but you can do it. You just have to think of a niche. You can make a faceless YouTube channel. Boom. Once that blows, you can make a gaming channel, sleep channel, those sort of things. It might be a slow burner, but you'll always get dough coming in. So stuff like that you need to think about. That's my advice anyway, because a lot of people want to make this thing harder than it needs to be. But there's nothing working a 9 to 5, stacking up that 9 to 5 bread and putting into something else. Shopify, selling products online, or something like a faceless YouTube channel, or even you can set up your own community on like Twitch, Reddit, even on TikTok. That's very good as well. You can sell products, or people can start to get a little bit of a following. Or there's a thing called School, where you can start your own communities selling anything. So you can set up a community where you're teaching people how to talk to girls, how to build confidence, and you do your course, you post little videos, and you set the price. And then, because there's a market for everything. Once people see you get out there and you get a bit of a reach, people will relate to you, and boom, start making money. Like, comment, subscribe, and start making this money.